Liam Bidwell. Hi, TFAT team. For the last 10 years, I've been watching you guys and love you all. What are each one of your team's death row meals?
That's a good question. Good question. Probably, it's an Arabic dish called mulakhiya.
Jesus Christ.
And it's from Egypt, and it's eaten in that part of the world.
Christ.
And it's the greatest.
Well, they're not serving that.
When it's done well,
serving that.
I would have a Lebanese or Egyptian chef.
It's an American prison.
Yep. I'd have a Lebanese or Egyptian
Lebanese chef.
And I would have mulakhiya, and I would have kibinaya, and then I would have a shawarma, but the right one, the kind that comes from Lebanon in the market. Yeah. And there's nothing like it. It's unbelievable. It's how I grew up.
Brendan?
Is that it, Brian?
Sure as fuck not that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Sure as fuck not that.
It's incredible.
The meal I had in Biloxi, Mississippi. You remember the name of that restaurant, Chin, I told you about?
In Biloxi, Mississippi? No.
Biloxi, Mississippi, seafood, famous restaurant from the 1800s.
Oh, yeah. Smoked shrimp or something like that, or jambalaya?
They had
Yeah, little
jambalaya.
jambalaya is what you had.
Mark Mahoney's old French house.
Y'all had some.
I would have my
jambalaya.
last meal at Mark Mahoney's old French house.
That's good, huh?
With the best meal I've ever had. And then I'd have a side of a pepperoni pizza from Slice House that is up the street from here.
They do a lot of butter and lemon and garlic. That's what they do.
Best meal I've ever had there.
Yeah.
Mark Mahoney's. Their shrimp tails, their gumbo's great. And then, there it is.
Where?
The crab claws are great. Everything. I mean, it's
Market price. Jeez.
keep going down. Not the steaks. When I eat steak everywhere. When I went there, I said, "Oh, I'll do the prime rib." He goes, "Now, why are you gonna come to Biloxi, Mississippi, and order a steak? Why would you do that?" I was like, "Well, you tell me what to get." He goes, "I got you." And I didn't even order. He just brought his best meal.
There's another meal I'd have.
Flounder Imperial is what you want.
Yeah. Speaking of French food, when you have French food by an amazing French chef, like quail, or you go to Bordeaux and you eat like squab and stuff like that with like a whole meal.
Man, you're talking some gay shit. I'm talking real food here, dog.
I know, but it's
You're talking
so
this
good.
baklavak and Allah Akbar. Dude, I'm talking real shit.
No, come on, man.
Shrimp, flounder.
I understand, but I'm
Real
talking
American
about the
shit, dog.
French, the way the French do it.
Nah, fuck them.
Come on, bro.
They're not doing it better
they
than
cook
these
with
boys.
butter, bro.
Nah, not
That's French.
No, but this is that Southern cooking French.
You need it American, huh?
Man, it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, best meal I've ever had.
Succulent, tender veal, pan
Mark
fried
Mahoney's
hams.
in Biloxi, Mississippi. The best food I've ever had.
See, a local patron's creation, broiled jumbo shrimp topped with. Was it real crowded?
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, it's not like these new restaurants where it seats 5,000 people.
That's my wife's favorite shit right there. All that stuff.
That's everyone's favorite shit, dog.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
What about you, Chin?
You go first.
No, you go first.
No, well, off the top, of course, Korean
barbecue.
But if it's my last meal, I've had so much Korean barbecue. Last meal, I don't know. I'd have to think about it more.
Yeah, it'd probably be something I made myself, to be honest. Like, I love my own bruschetta. I'd probably make that and just eat it and be happy.
God, your guys' last meals are
Does it?
depressing.
What is yours, Chin?
I was going to say Korean barbecue.
barbecue.
Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, it's a Vietnamese noodle dish called Hue Tiêu from a place called Chu Chao in Orange County.
Yeah.
That's what's popping in my head right now.
Really? That good?
It's that good.
If
to
you
me.
couldn't make your own fucking food, Sanaz, which you're not going to be able to in prison, what would be your meal?
Bruschetta. Korean barbecue is something else.
I think I'd want a slice of pizza from Joe's Pizza in New York.
Oh, pizza's always good.
Joe's especially is my all-time favorite. I'm not picking any Middle Eastern dishes like our friend over here.
Yeah. his
No
is really-
korma sabzi or
No
something like
korma
that.
sabzi or lubia polo. No, I'm good.
You don't want to get too fancy.
Yeah. Also, how am I dying? You know, like electric chair, a little spicy. Maybe you go with something like Cajun. Needles, more relaxed.
Yeah.
You know.
I'd rather do the shot, but die by the gun range.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, if I had to pick.
Yeah.
I think the shot's the way to go.
Go ahead and shoot me.
Yeah, is the thing like,
Lethal injection is supposed to be super painful, yeah.
then
Oh,
screw
really?
that.
Yeah, that's why you got rid of it.
Yeah, no, you can shoot me.
Yeah, shoot me in the face.
Yeah, instant.
I don't want to be hung.
No. Neither does anybody else that's Not from the 1800s, but
Although, one not a bad way to go is Henry Aiken was showing me how when you put just a tiny bit of pressure right here, just a tiny bit, just a little bit, right here, just a little bit, you'll start to go out. And you'll go out real quick and you won't even know what the fuck happened. You will literally go to sleep. He can just go, I'm sure you can do this. Just here, just tiny little.
yeah, it's where naked.
That's it. And just with his hand like that. And I was like this. You start to feel it. And I was like, and if you're not careful, you'll go right out. And then you just keep that there and you'll just die.
You'd have to hold it for a while,
Long
but any
not a
rear
bad way.
naked choke. The reason they tap is if they don't let go, they would
They're going
die.
out. Yeah.
Oh, they don't just pass out?
It's not, but it's kind of painless.
No, you're
What I'm saying
restricting
is
the
that-
oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, and
so
you
if
don't
you
have to
just
squeeze
hold
hard
it,
at
they
all.
die.
You don't have to squeeze it hard at all.
The blood. The
Yeah,
blood.
I'll just here.
Carotid artery.
Elbow
yeah.
right here in the middle, just a little bit like that, and you're gonna. He could put right now. He could just do just tiny bit. You wouldn't even feel it. Feel like he was hugging you, but you're gonna go out. You're gonna start to feel like this, and you're just gonna be like, boom.
It's a rear naked choke, Brian.
But I'm saying you can put as much pressure as it takes to push on your vein here. If you do it the right way, you go out.
Yeah, any of those rear naked chokes, if they don't tap, they would die. If they just held on, they would die.
Yeah, you definitely pass out before you even know what's happening.
Guillotines, all that.
If anybody's ever done jujitsu knows that you get choked out and you come to, you don't even know what you're like. What the fuck?
Yeah, it'd be pretty painless.
Yeah.
Have you guys in training? Have you guys been
Yes,
blacked out?
many
Never.
times.
No.
Never.
Never.
So you've never gotten.
Never.
You never got choked out. Choked
Never.
out once. Wow. Even when you were beginning.
Never.
Wow.
Never.
But you have, Brian.
Many times.
So how?
Especially with the gi, because people grab you with the gi if they know what they're doing, and you don't even know what the fuck's going on. You're like, what are you doing here? And then you're like, oh.
and
fuck.
when you wake up, are you like, how did I even
You just
get
pass
here?
out on their chest.
What?
I've been in somebody's guard when they did it. When you're
I
first
mean-
starting, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what he was doing.
Did you know that you arrived to the gym and all that stuff?
Yeah.
or
You come to,
snap
you're
back?
fine. But
Okay.
Yeah.
if somebody grabs here and then they just know what they're doing, especially if they're a higher belt, they can sneak you with shit.
Of course.
You know, one of my first days here, I think you guys were tasing Chin. So
Yeah.
would you let one of them try and choke you out right now?
I don't want to. That's the thing that kind of freaks me out. Like to be
You're worried about
completely
what's gonna-
passed out.
It also damages brain cells.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh.
they're not
Because
doing
you're
I don't wanna do
restricting
that.
the brain
Yeah,
of
it's not-
oxygen.
it's not-
I
It's
need-
not healthy.
I need all that as many as I can have.
I don't know if tasing was
not
good
good
either.
for you.
though.
But you
But
can
that's physical,
feel,
you know, it's like-
you can feel just you can feel what it's like just with a tiny little pressure where you won't even hurt your neck. That's what I'm saying. If you do it the right way.
I don't like that stuff, man.
Orlando wants to ask you guys, what's your opinion on having your kids forego conventional sports and start them in wrestling at 4 years old?
I think it's good, but it all matters to the kid.
Right.
You know, if he wants to wrestle, let him wrestle.
Right.
I was talking about this on the Schaub show, but I heard this on this mom was talking about it, and her message was to baseball dads. For whatever reason, baseball dads are the most strict on their kids and they criticize the kids. Even yesterday during Tigers game, this dad was yelling. I want to be like, you go hit the fucking ball, dude. You're not going to do shit. You
Yeah.
stop playing baseball in high school. You're not going to hit that fucking ball.
Right.
That kid's throwing fucking sauce, dude. It's tough.
Yes.
Like, you get out there. But this mom said this. It's for these baseball dads. The way you criticize your son in baseball, if you want him to stop playing video games, when he goes to get on his PS5, sit over his shoulder and go, no, hit X. No, hit square. Hit X. No, L1. No, you go left. Go right. Criticize your kid, and he will quit playing video games. Take that same energy, apply it to baseball. If you want your kid to quit whatever sport you want him to play, keep criticizing them. They'll just stop playing.
Right.
It's a game. As long as they're trying, you shouldn't be criticizing.
Yes.
So if you want your kid to stop playing sports or just stop playing video games,
Right.
coach him the way you do in baseball and video games,
Yeah.
and he'll stop playing.
Yeah.